Ciao Gobbi Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Yes, you heard me well, I said it differently this evening, I said Ciao Gobbi Juventini. Gobbi, the plural of the word Gobbo. A lot of you loyal Juventus fan, you know what is the origin of the word Gobbo. For the people that do not know, new to the Juve world, or maybe because they are living in somewhere else, they do not know, I will explain you in a second. Oh ragazzi, off-topic video about the big controversy that, according to me, has absolutely no sense. Maybe you heard about it. It's about the song that we heard in the bus of Milan players, with Leao actually filming it and posting it on Instagram, where they are singing an anti-Juve chant. What is my opinion? I will tell you immediately. Oh ragazzi, basta, stop, ragazzi, basta. We are exaggerating. It is football banter, according to me. I will explain you the 360-degree context, otherwise you don't know. So what is happening? Roma-Milan, the game of Friday night. Roma-Milan, big game. A beautiful win of Milan with, at a certain moment, 10 men against Roma. Fantastic goal of Leao that first went overall viral with that kind of bicycle that he's scoring while he was already falling, and then went viral a second time a bit later in that evening after Instagram story. They win, they go back with the bus from Roma to Milano, and in that bus they are celebrating, they are dancing, they are chanting, whatever, because they are happy, which is absolutely correct. You have to celebrate a win. But what is happening? At a certain moment you hear them, because Leao posted it on Instagram with a story, and of course, you know, Italian people are taking it and then it starts to be viral. We hear the song Sarà perché ti amo, a really huge and famous Italian old song that you hear, Sarà perché ti amo, parirarira. And then you hear E chi non salta è un gobbo juventino, which means, and who is not jumping is a gobbo juventino. And from there, the disaster, because then the day after you see Giuseppe Chinè, the prosecutor of Federazione Italiana. You know him. You know who is Giuseppe Chinè. I wished that I was able to never ever mention him again on the channel, but I'm there. He's opening a file on the chants against Juventus, sung by the Milan players. Disaster. Why? It is banter. So my opinion about it, we are in 2023 and looks like we are trying to erase all what is part of football, the origins of football. You have to make a split between what is banter and what is insulting, offensive. Of course, you have different people that are offended by different things, but to be able to be offended, you need to understand the origins of a world. If really it was the word Gobbo Juventino that was used, you have to go back in history, knowing your own history. Gobbo means hunchback. Why are they saying that? Well, it's an old vintage story. To really deeply understanding, you have to know that there are different versions. But the most plausible one, the most possible one, is that at a certain moment back in the years, we, the Juventini, were already wearing the black and white shirt, but it was a black and white shirt that when you were running at full velocity, imagine a bit Federico Chiesa yesterday with that goal against Empoli, running at full velocity. When he had that head a bit lower, the wind, the air was entering in the back, which was forming a kind of air bubble behind your back. And that's where we started. That's the origin of the word hunchback. You know, we are calling Juventus La Vecchia Signora, the old lady. That's another story. We are calling us the Bianconeri, referring to our colors. We have so many names. Le Zebre, the zebras, because of our symbol. There are so many different nicknames. For the Juventini, you have Bianconeri, you have Juventini, and you have Gobbi, a gobbo, one gobbo, hunchback. Is it offensive? No, because this is how we are called. If they are saying, Beppe, you are a gobbo, I'm happy. I'm honored. This is how I define myself. Some parts of the ultras are even putting it on the banners. We are gobbi. Gobbo, un gobbo juventino. I have my friend that made nearly exactly the same video in Italian. He's called Colpo Gobbo. My friend Lello. Ciao Lello. Colpo Gobbo. So even Juventus YouTubers and important people are saying we are a gobbo. We are gobbi. So I see absolutely no offense. But anyway, these kinds of songs, chi non salta è un whatever team. who is not jumping is something that we hear in every single stadium of the world. We hear it from the fans against other teams. If you don't jump, you are a Romanista, you are an Interista, you are whatever, and they say the same. This is a song that exists since 100 years. Why is it now a banter? Because it's players that are having fun after celebrating a win in the bus going home? Is that the problem because they posted it? I don't see any offense. I see no problem. Let them celebrate. Then, okay, you will tell me, but they are playing against Roma. They don't say chi non salta è un romanista. Who is not jumping is a Roma fan. They are saying, is a Juventino. Why are they thinking about us? I don't know. I don't care. Let them do. If they are thinking about us, because they are Milan fans, and even if they have 9 on 9 and we have 7 on 9, they are thinking about us, let them do. But I don't know. If they want to be, influenced, if they are thinking about Juve 24/7, let them do. If it's because Juve is the most hated team in Italy, let them do. I don't care. I'm not offended. It means that we are relevant, that we are important, that we are huge. Even in the most difficult period of Juventus, we are big. We are huge. This is my takes on it. Don't try to take away the banter. Attenzione, because now there is a difference. I told you about in the beginning of the video, there is a difference between insults and banter. Banter is part of the game since ever. Insults not. I am totally against chants against the 39 Juventini that passed away unfortunately in the hassle. I am totally against people that are singing for the crash plane Superga of Torino. I am totally against the Liverpool tragedy and so on and so on. There are so many examples where we have to show humanity, respect, that you don't touch out of morality, because there you are not bantering anymore, you are offending. And that's a huge, enormous difference between banter and insulting. Insulting, no. Banter, yes. Then, if the investigation will tell us, because at a certain moment you don't really hear, that they are saying chi non salta è un sporco Juventino, which means a dirty Juventino, from players, I think they are crossing the line, because they also have an exemplarity to show. They should be accountable examples. I don't like when Ibrahimovic on a bus is saying son of a, if you are an Interista, you are a son of a. I don't like. I don't like when other players were mocking Zaccagni because the son is from Zagnolo. I don't know what the story there. I don't like. This is not acceptable. This is offensive. And I believe that Milanisti or whatever have also a role model to play. Instead of sporco, which means dirty, if they are saying porco Juventino, which means a Juventus pig, and no, you're crossing the line. If it's gobbo Juventino, who cares? It's banter. I can say who is not jumping is an Interista. I don't like Inter. I want to jump because I'm not an Interista. When they're saying who is not jumping is a gobbo Juventino, I still silent on my chair, and it's okay. So ragazzi, I think that Giuseppe Chinè, after understanding that they said gobbo Juventino, he has to close the books and think about the priorities. Because there was something really disgusting in that Roma Juve. The chance, the racist chance against Lukaku, and it's not the first time. These are the problems that we have to solve. We have to ask to put, again, the cameras in every stadium so we are able to identify the people that are doing these kind of disgusting things. Ragazzi, now it's over. We have to take our time, our energies to spend in developing our youth, to develop our talents, our Italian players, so that they can evolve, develop, and we are able to give them for 2026 to Spalletti and Buffon that have a really huge challenge leading that Italian team. We have to work on our stadium. We have to work on selling the brand of Italy, of calcio. Not by saying that we are the most unpredictable ever. No, by facts, not words. Calcio is back means totally nothing. Facts. That's what we have to do. Concentrating our energy in all these topics. That's my opinion. I know it's controversial, but please, with all the respect for Milanisti, for Leao, for Juventini, for Interisti, for whoever you are supporting and whoever you are against to, with a lot of respect, give me your opinion in this video. If you want to, maximum of like, subscribe to the channel if you didn't yet. Grazie, forza, Juve.